Beloved one, I speak directly to your heart today, with intimate words meant specifically for your spirit. The burdens you bear may feel overwhelming in this season of challenge. Yet take comfort, throughout my kingdom, numerous faithful followers face similar trials. Many who appear strong wrestle privately with their own mountains to climb. When darkness crowds your thoughts, remember, you remain eternally precious in my sight. Consider the story of my chosen servant in Egypt. Torn from his homeland, confined within stone walls, surrounded by shadows and uncertainty. Even as chains bound his body, his spirit soared free through unwavering faith. In that place of confinement, divine light illuminated his path in extraordinary fashion. His prison became a sanctuary of purpose. From the earliest moments of creation, I crafted a magnificent purpose for my faithful servant. I blessed him with gifts and talents to accomplish remarkable feats. Yet the journey toward divine appointments often requires passing through valleys of hardship. Seasons of testing, much like your current experience. Human wisdom seeks immediate answers and swift resolutions. But I encourage you, maintain steady progress along the designated pathway. Trust that each step holds significance in the greater narrative unfolding before you. The footprints you leave upon this earth reflect careful divine orchestration, not mere chance. As you continue forward, unmistakable confirmations will emerge. They will affirm your position within my perfect timing and sovereign design. Shield your heart from external pressures and competing demands. Expressing dissatisfaction keeps one bound in suffering, offering gratitude elevates the spirit beyond hardships. The Almighty's blessing rests upon His beloved. Once this divine grace manifests, nothing in existence can diminish its power. Those selected walk an extraordinary path, distinct from society's conventional patterns. Throughout sacred chronicles, we witness remarkable transformations. A prisoner emerged from his cell to become Egypt's second in command. Bondage exchanged for authority near a monarch's seat. A maiden captured a ruler's affection, ascending to become a sovereign. Her gentle counsel shaped nations and redirected her community's future. Such extraordinary changes emerged through divine orchestration. These individuals maintained unwavering faith in their sacred purpose. They stood firm in their celestial connection, despite overwhelming opposition. The intellect should transcend worldly concerns. The Creator bestowed upon humanity the capacity to comprehend celestial matters. He granted souls the power to manifest sacred blueprints within physical dimensions. Apparent obstacles blocking your path? They serve as stepping stones toward fulfilling a greater mission. The Almighty summons individuals from obscurity, guiding them toward extraordinary endeavors. Just as the first human received a divine invitation in Eden's sanctuary, so now comes this sacred beckoning. What choice shall be made? Does one surrender to melancholy and despair, or stand firm with courage? Acknowledge your position as heaven's cherished offspring. The divine calling extends beyond comfort and simplicity. This sacred journey demands sacrifice, requiring complete devotion. Yet through yielding personal aspirations, you receive heavenly wisdom in exchange. At present, the Creator gently cleanses away damaged portions of the spirit. Those misguided longings, those shattered experiences that weigh upon the soul. In their place flows divine understanding, holy fervor, and supernatural enthusiasm for upcoming missions. Protect your thoughts and soul carefully during these decisive moments. Reject feelings of inadequacy or melancholy. The Almighty shields His bestowed blessings from malevolent forces seeking to steal them. When circumstances appear insurmountable, remember. The Creator specializes in transforming hopeless situations into miraculous victories. Throughout existence, Heaven has meticulously shaped you for this significant season. Breaking free from mental limitations, your previous challenges metamorphose into profound reservoirs of knowledge. These experiences uniquely position you to manage approaching responsibilities with supernatural insight and celestial understanding. personal might and intelligence prove insufficient for divine missions. Repeatedly, circumstances will thrust you toward situations exceeding mortal capabilities. Only unwavering trust and heavenly assurance can guide the path forward. The Almighty's assignments always come accompanied by supernatural empowerment. You will fulfill them completely. Like an exhausted warrior questioning their endurance at the front lines, you may feel depleted. Yet just as ancient scriptures tell of dead matter receiving new vitality through sacred declarations, now hear heaven's proclamation. The Creator breathes fresh energy into those spaces within your soul that appeared lifeless and conquered. These dormant areas shall flourish again with divine vigor and purpose. The ancient prophet surveyed countless remains scattered across barren terrain. Yet he envisioned beyond mortal limitations, perceiving heaven's potential army. Anticipating supernatural power through bold proclamations, in this desolate place divine energy surged. Lifeless matter transformed into vibrant warriors. These beings received celestial breath, emerging as an unstoppable force advancing kingdom purposes. View your circumstances through similar eternal perspectives of restoration and renewal. What appears finished merely slumbers, awaiting divine timing. Your sacred endowments remain intact, temporarily inactive until the Almighty's voice releases fresh authority and momentum. Like seeds beneath winter soil, these gifts prepare to manifest at heaven's designated moment. Responding to the Creator's summons, they will explode with growth and supernatural fruitfulness. The Creator transforms every element of your being into an unstoppable instrument. A divine blade penetrating shadows. You remain heaven's cherished possession, bringing eternal joy to the Almighty Spirit. When accepting celestial viewpoints and recognizing your true worth through sacred eyes, you manifest supernatural splendor before humanity. Unlike earthly guardians who might express disappointment while waiting for improvement, the Divine Parent already envisions you clothed in perfect holiness. Your position stands secure, adorned with heaven's purity and endowed with celestial power to accomplish extraordinary achievements. Throughout mortal existence, this royal status emerges not from personal merit, but through divine declaration and eternal purpose. A divine threshold beckons as you enter this sacred season of appointed blessing. Future reflection will reveal stark differences between past limitations and current authority. Mixed emotions shall accompany memories of heaven's unwavering presence throughout each step that guided you here. Countless minor yieldings released unprecedented freedom and supernatural prosperity. Proceed forward, cherished one. The Creator designed you to impact surrounding spheres through your unique path. Observers shall witness how a single soul submitted to celestial purposes carries greater influence than innumerable individuals attempting to navigate existence through personal strength alone. Your testimony demonstrates that divine partnership supersedes human effort, transforming impossible circumstances into miraculous victories. Release earthly perspectives and embrace divine dreams. For the Creator's commitment remains unwavering through every season. Sacred purposes orchestrated these challenges, transforming apparent setbacks into stepping stones toward destiny. Through moments of isolation, uncertainty, or triumph, heaven's affection stands immovable. An eternal anchor transcending circumstance. Each step forward, guided by supernatural wisdom, leads toward extraordinary promises. The Almighty's presence surrounds you consistently, offering fresh mercies daily and ensuring victory as you progress along this sacred journey home. Through seasons of difficulty, divine hands carefully molded your spirit, building resilience and fortitude for approaching blessings. Each painful experience served eternal purposes, teaching dependence on supernatural power rather than mortal capabilities. When human limitations emerged, celestial might manifested amid fragile moments. Heavenly wisdom supplanted earthly understanding. Prepare yourself, unprecedented transformation beckons. Previous challenges merely set the stage for extraordinary manifestations of divine favor, making heaven's glory more apparent through contrast. The Creator requests only continued dedication in pursuing sacred connection, knowing that implanted aspirations carry significant purpose. These God-given longings signal future fulfillment beyond mortal imagination. When personal aspirations synchronize with divine purposes, supernatural manifestations emerge beyond rational explanation. Throughout difficult periods and emotional challenges, heaven orchestrates circumstances for ultimate benefit, not destruction. The Creator prepares unprecedented blessings that transcend mortal expectations or requests. In moments where temporary struggles cloud understanding, trust that eternal wisdom perceives the complete narrative. Current difficulties serve as preparation grounds, developing extraordinary qualities within your spirit. These experiences transform you into a vessel radiating divine attributes, exhibiting supernatural insight, demonstrating celestial mercy, manifesting remarkable resilience. The challenges that shaped your journey were not meaningless struggles, but necessary stepping stones leading to this pivotal season. Trust completely in my boundless affection and unwavering devotion, which surpasses all comprehension. During times when sorrow fills your soul and loneliness surrounds you, remember, I remain steadfast, orchestrating circumstances beyond your view. What appears as overwhelming shadow shall transform into a magnificent display, as my radiance breaks through, illuminating everything with astonishing splendor. Maintain momentum, precious child. Each advancement, regardless of surrounding darkness, brings significant achievement. Journey onward through moments as divine orchestration reveals magnificent purposes established before existence commenced. My heart rejoices, witnessing your flourishing development into the masterpiece envisioned. Release anxious efforts and relentless pushing. Renewal occurs naturally, steadily unfolding like petals at sunrise. Understanding dawns gradually while grace shapes destiny, allowing peaceful progression toward heavenly design. Magnificent in its majesty and endurance, your journey continues onward, though exhaustion clouds conviction. I perceive the deepest chambers of your spirit, that unwavering spark of expectation remains steadfast within. Despite life's tempestuous challenges, as your gaze stays focused upward while advancing forward, understand, my affection surpasses all measure. Divine orchestration shapes circumstances toward extraordinary blessing. The current hardships shall diminish when compared to the grandeur awaiting ahead. Each moment unfolds precisely according to sacred design, as celestial wisdom arranges intricate details perfectly. Behold, a breathtaking transformation emerges on the horizon, bringing manifestation of heavenly declarations that will exceed mortal comprehension. Let peace reign, as providence guides this sacred metamorphosis toward destined triumph. This moment beckons sacred communion, beloved child. A heavenly interlude filled with destiny. Within these quiet spaces, unleash your deepest longings upward, as supernatural streams of mercy, restoration, and boundless delight permeate each corner of existence. Compassionately, I remove oppressive weights that have burdened your spirit unnecessarily. As those chains dissolve beneath celestial radiance, prepare for an overwhelming cascade of tranquility. Let providence embrace your wounded places, while divine comfort surrounds completely. Behold, as miraculous vitality replaces former emptiness. While dormant aspirations awaken, a new supernatural energy now infuses your being, accompanied by crystalline clarity regarding tomorrow's pathways. Watch as eternal wisdom illuminates previously shadowed territories, revealing magnificent possibilities ahead. The season of scarcity ends now, treasured child. Divine intervention arrives, bringing liberation and restoration. Heavenly affection flows ceaselessly, eliminating each doubt, vulnerability, and distress, transforming your innermost being. Release burdensome weights into sacred care, allowing supernatural strength to sustain everything mortal shoulders weren't meant to bear. Existence's pressures alone, though tomorrow's path seems obscured, divine providence remains constant, your faithful guardian and protector. Cling tightly to this undying commitment, which spans beyond time's boundaries with unwavering dedication. When uncertainty clouds understanding and questions arise, pause quietly to contemplate this truth. Infinite devotion surrounds you completely, while omnipotent power battles on your behalf, ensuring victory through every challenge. During chaotic periods, my presence brings tranquility amidst the fiercest tempests that seem unbearable. My voice commands nature's fury to subside. My precious child, every vulnerability and anxiety within you is known to me completely. Rest assured, my loving arms encompass and protect you eternally. My spirit dwells beside you constantly, offering unwavering companionship through all circumstances. Though shadows may descend and isolation feels overwhelming, remember, hope remains. Each burden weighing upon your heart, whether loneliness, hurt, or desperation, finds comfort in my tender care. The journey ahead leads not toward emptiness, but toward restoration and fulfillment. My divine plan guides you toward meaningful transformation, where lasting contentment replaces sorrow, and your spirit finds true wholeness once again. Trust my guidance, though your journey ahead appears mysterious and complex. Observe how obstacles dissolve before you, as mighty barriers crumble. Impossible situations yield to divine intervention. My faithfulness illuminates each step, directing you toward fulfilled expectations. Notice the potential for celebration taking root within your spirit, gradually emerging despite current challenges. Throughout these difficult moments, fresh beginnings quietly develop beneath the surface, preparing to blossom into unexpected joys. A beautiful transformation awaits, exceeding all prior hopes and dreams. Release yesterday's struggles and heartaches completely. Embrace instead the overflowing goodness and magnificent opportunities destined for your future. As newfound freedom replaces former limitations, freedom now defines your existence, replacing past bondage to anxiety, grief, and negativity. As my treasured child, abundant happiness and lasting tranquilness belong to you through divine inheritance. The approaching season brings fresh understanding of heavenly compassion and gentle care. Though circumstances appeared desolate before, mysterious transformations occurred beneath life's surface, crafting beauty from difficulty. This moment marks profound spiritual awakening, as your inner being recognizes its magnificent purpose. No challenge exceeds celestial power, no aspiration remains beyond reach when guided by eternal wisdom. As the supreme creator of miraculous transformations, my benevolence will astonish your expectations. Current challenges serve merely as preparation, shaping your character toward an eternal magnificence that surpasses temporary difficulties. Divine purposes remain permanently inscribed within your spirit, unshakable against opposition. This specific season marks your appointed moment to rise, demonstrating heaven's authority through your life. Every obstacle dissolves before celestial might, as you advance beyond previous boundaries, into unprecedented realms of blessing and influence. Accept nothing less than complete realization of prophetic declarations spoken concerning your destiny. Faithful observation guards these sacred promises until their fulfillment emerges. Daily transformation unfolds within your spirit as you remain connected to the divine wellspring. Like a flourishing garden in nature's quietest season, your existence demonstrates supernatural grace and heavenly devotion. Past seasons showcase numerous extraordinary breakthroughs, confirming the unchanging promise of continued support through present circumstances. Step by step, celestial instruction shapes your spiritual journey and empowers your sacred purpose. Abundant knowledge flows from above, brightening the road ahead. While you maintain surrender to divine guidance, each moment brings fresh clarity and understanding, illuminating the pathway as you embrace your commissioned role in advancing the eternal kingdom. Your inner consciousness expands as divine signals become increasingly apparent throughout each chapter of existence. The boundless affection poured upon you continues multiplying, revealing celestial goodness. When the appointed season arrives, magnificent treasures established before time began shall unfold in spectacular ways. The Creator beckons you toward unexplored realms and remarkable discoveries, unveiling sacred mysteries. This journey encompasses both ethereal delights and profound grief, reflecting authentic living throughout varying circumstances. An eternal presence remains beside you, offering guidance, wisdom, and supernatural strength for every situation encountered. Rest beneath divine shelter, while celestial timing transforms each season into magnificent splendor. Supernatural tranquility flows from above, unlike earthly comfort, bringing extraordinary calm amid turbulent circumstances. Through sacred instruction, you've learned to recognize and resist malevolent strategies. Eternal liberation required ultimate sacrifice, establishing your deliverance from destructive patterns and spiritual bondage. Though society beckons toward mediocrity and moral flexibility, heaven's call leads upward to noble principles. A dedicated existence that prioritizes sacred devotion beyond all temporal pursuits. Navigate life's decisions through divine guidance, thus avoiding concealed spiritual hazards designed for destruction. Maintain crystal clarity within, let celestial wisdom transform thoughts while steadfastly walking heavenly pathways. When missteps occur, as they naturally do for all beloved souls, approach the Creator's presence rather than retreating. Sacred acceptance eternally awaits, extending boundless mercy that surpasses every shortcoming. Supernatural affection provides unshakable shelter amid life's tempests, wrapping each spirit in tender compassion. Heavenly melodies celebrate your existence, with infinite joy and gentle peace. Neither earthly powers nor cosmic forces can sever this eternal bond. Your position remains permanently secured through divine devotion. The Almighty's treasured offspring continue perpetually embraced, defended, and cherished beyond measure. Direct your thoughts toward noble, virtuous, and admirable matters. Let celestial wisdom resound above earthly noise, silencing internal turmoil and negative accusations that challenge your peace. Sacred companionship remains constant, through temporal existence and beyond infinite realms. Extraordinary accomplishments await, through supernatural empowerment bestowed upon you. No adversary's schemes shall succeed, while divine protection surrounds your path, graciously shielding every direction. Coming seasons hold greater splendor than previous chapters, with magnificent possibilities yet unrevealed. Sacred wisdom searches throughout creation, discovering hearts authentically aligned with eternal purposes. Your spirit exemplifies this treasured devotion, a brilliant gem amid shifting cultural values. Trust that divinely orchestrated visions shall bloom, through continuous submission to celestial direction. Boundless realms beckon ahead, where supernatural fruitfulness multiplies beyond mortal understanding. Desolate landscapes metamorphose into verdant sanctuaries beneath holy influence. As past scarcity dissolves into limitless provision. Ancient sorrows vanish, while majestic splendor establishes permanent residence. The present moment calls forth your magnificence. Embrace supernatural potential, fulfill your kingdom assignment. Release self-imposed limitations, extraordinary purpose emerges as you step confidently into divinely appointed spheres of breakthrough and transformative impact. Sacred timing orchestrates this momentous season, bestowing supernatural resources necessary for accomplishing celestial purposes in present realms. Maintain intimate connection to divine presence, synchronizing each movement with eternal guidance. Witnessing unprecedented manifestations of glory, transforming earthly circumstances masterfully crafted by heaven's design. Your existence carries predestined significance through carefully arranged opportunities. When uncertainty appears, anchor thoughts upon immutable divine attributes that transcend temporal shifts. Eternal constancy remains unaltered across past ages, current moments, and future horizons. Boundless protection flows from above, while infinite compassion envelopes each breath throughout mortal days, establishing unshakable stability amid life's varied pathways. Join with me, precious one, and stride confidently toward the magnificent destiny I've crafted in advance. an existence abundant with heavenly blessings beyond measure. Each step unfolds new wonders as we journey together, revealing countless gifts that demonstrate my endless grace. I observe the difficulties encircling your path, those hidden traps and visible barriers your opponent attempts to place in your way. My affection remains steadfast through all seasons, stretching beyond time's boundaries. The path I've crafted brims with benevolence as I accompany you through each moment. Regardless of your journey's direction, whether ascending to magnificent peaks or exploring profound valleys, my presence encompasses you completely. No circumstance leaves you isolated, since I stand as your guardian, sanctuary, and perpetual support. Release your concerns into my embrace, and I shall guide your steps toward the prosperous existence I fashioned specifically for you. This journey I present radiates with divine favor, flowing endlessly with delight and tranquility that surpasses mortal comprehension. Walking side by side, we shall traverse each direction, accomplish every covenant, and materialize all aspirations deposited within your spirit. The approaching seasons radiate brilliance, my treasured companion. My presence remains steadfast, never departing from your existence. Find solace in my affection, certainty understanding that I stand beside you. Embracing your being, guiding you toward the magnificent destiny prepared specifically for your life. Dawn brings fresh offerings of grace, as sunlight beckons you to consciousness. Step into my sanctuary with unwavering trust, illuminating your soul. Unite with me in acknowledging this reality. My benevolence flows abundantly, and divine provisions await your acceptance with thankful recognition. My understanding encompasses all your longings, as I perceive completely the path you walk. Let this certainty resonate profoundly through your being. My protection surrounds you, wrapping your existence in divine affection. The greatest joy I seek is watching you rest peacefully in my embrace, regardless of life's shifting circumstances or temporary states. Our bond transcends momentary sentiments, standing firmly upon eternal covenants. My dedication remains unshaken through all seasons, perpetually steadfast in its nature. Find strength in knowing my character persists unchanged, offering constant shelter through every storm and celebration. No celestial force or earthly power can breach the shield of my boundless devotion. Through every challenge, betrayal, and moment of weakness, my unwavering protection encompasses you completely. When darkness threatens and plans dissolve, seek refuge in my sanctuary where healing flows abundantly. Release yesterday's wounds and shattered dreams, they hold no authority over your destiny. Step into the magnificent inheritance awaiting you, as I transform each scar into strength. Crafting a radiant future far surpassing any past disappointment. Place your confidence in my divine blueprint for your existence, woven with promise, purpose, and abundant joy. My affection transcends mortal understanding, empowering you to stand firm despite mockery or criticism from others. When emptiness creeps in or shadows cloud your thoughts, draw close to my presence. I shall be your sustaining power, breaking every shackle and dispelling all darkness. My embrace remains constant through every season, offering guidance when you wander and strength when weariness overwhelms. Hearken, precious creation, your divine selection stands unchangeable. For I've proclaimed you as my extraordinary heir. Neither age, strength, nor resources should hinder your steps, as my grace carves pathways through seeming impossibilities. Through infernos and tempests, my presence accompanies you, transforming weakness into triumph through supernatural empowerment. Your voice carries sacred authority, wielding life-altering impact and healing potential. March forward with unwavering conviction, for I've fashioned your distinct journey with meticulous care, equipping you perfectly for each ordained task. Every forward motion and conquered challenge shapes your divine transformation. Listen attentively in tranquil moments, my voice whispers through nature's beauty, compassionate deeds, and your spirit's intuition. Let gratitude illuminate my constant companionship, while trusting the discernment I've bestowed for life's choices. View apparent defeats not as endpoints, but catalysts for remarkable beginnings. as I weave each experience into my masterful design. Your endowed gifts serve greater purposes beyond personal acclaim, radiating light through service. Touching lives in ways yet unimagined, transforming seeming setbacks into stepping stones toward destiny's fulfillment. Advance boldly, cherished one, anchored in my unfailing devotion and divine orchestration. Your path unfolds purposefully through life's seasons, each moment pregnant with opportunity for supernatural encounters. Unite with fellow believers, forming an unshakable community where mutual support reveals my splendor. My boundless affection encompasses every circumstance, from mountaintop celebrations to valley struggles, preparing you for extraordinary purposes yet unveiled. When storms rage and uncertainty looms, let my eternal promises illuminate your course. For I remain your unwavering constant, weaving each experience into a masterpiece that showcases my wonder-working power and perfect design for your journey. Banish apprehension from your heart, as my power subdues life's tempestuous waves, guiding you toward tranquil sanctuaries. When heeding my guidance and resting in my faithfulness, every obstacle dissolves before your advance. Step confidently as one cherished beyond measure, your spirit carries divine might, equipped for triumph through each challenge. Rest assured, in times of perceived silence or seeming distance, my presence encompasses you perpetually. More intimate than your own heartbeat. Pure affection demonstrates endless forbearance and gracious benevolence. It remains free from jealousy, arrogance, or self-promotion. Such devotion avoids harshness, never demands its desires, maintains serenity amid provocation, and releases all grievances from memory. True affection shuns darkness while embracing truth, standing as an eternal fortress of protection, trust, hope, and endurance. Though adversity looms, remember your divine designation, cherished, strengthened, and upheld by supernatural might. Each trial becomes a vessel for celestial glory, transforming weakness into powerful testimony. I bestowed upon you both identity and purpose, arming you with sacred utterances that pierce shadows. Let my wisdom illuminate your course, as faith becomes your guiding star, empowering you to ascend beyond life's challenges alongside kindred spirits. Advance into prepared blessings with unshakable conviction, knowing my relentless devotion surrounds you perpetually. Amen.